In the tranquil village of Nuru, Kima's life seemed perfect until the day she discovered she was pregnant. The news, meant to bring joy, instead filled her heart with dread. Tund, the charming young man she loved, vanished as soon as she shared her news. Her parents' reaction was swift and harsh. "You have brought shame upon us," her father scolded, while her mother, though saddened, stood by his side. Overwhelmed by despair and fear, Kima realized the weight of her situation. Disowned and ostracized, she felt the village's judgment like a heavy cloak. With no support, she made a life-changing decision. With a small bag of clothes and the little money she had saved, Kima left her childhood home. The journey to the neighboring town was long and arduous, but the thought of starting anew gave her strength. Upon arrival, the new town was bustling, but life was harsh. It was hard for a pregnant woman to find work. "We need someone strong," the employers would say, shaking their heads at her condition. Days turned into weeks, and Kima persisted, taking odd jobs like washing clothes and selling fruits. Each day, she reminded herself that her unborn child was worth every struggle. Months passed, and Kima's determination bore fruit when she gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. She named him Juma, which meant "born on Friday," a symbol of hope and new beginnings. Holding her son for the first time filled Kima with an overwhelming sense of love and responsibility. She vowed to give him a better life, no matter the obstacles. Even with her growing belly, she worked tirelessly, often sacrificing her own needs for Juma's comfort. As he grew, his laughter filled their modest home, and Kima felt a renewed sense of purpose, fueled by her love for him. As Juma grew, Kima caught the attention of men in the town. They admired her beauty and hard-working spirit, but once they learned of her child, their interest faded. "I can't compete with your son for affection," one suitor said, while another distanced himself, fearing a relationship with a single mother. Kima felt the sting of their rejection, but she refused to let it break her spirit. Instead, she focused all her energy on raising Juma, instilling in him the values of kindness and resilience. Though her heart ached for companionship, she found solace in her son's love. One day, Juma came home from school with a serious expression. "Mama, do I have a father?" he asked, his eyes wide with innocence. Kima's heart sank. She had hoped he might never ask. Taking a deep breath, she decided to be honest. Sitting him down, she explained that his father, Tund, had left before he was born. "Why did he leave us?" Juma's question pierced her heart. Kima recounted the painful story of Tund's abandonment, feeling guilt wash over her. Juma comforted her with a hug, assuring her that she was the best parent he could ever have. The next day, while visiting the market, Kima spotted Tund. He looked older but still recognizable. Her heart raced, and all the pain of the past flooded back. Gathering her courage, she approached him, but Tund turned coldly away. "I have a new life now," he said, dismissing her plea. Kima felt her heart shatter into pieces. She returned home, tears streaming down her face, but she quickly wiped them away, determined to be both mother and father to Juma. That night, she held him close, making silent promises to always protect him from the hurt she had endured. As the years passed, Juma grew into a hardworking and respectful young man. He excelled in school, and Kima felt immense pride watching him succeed. However, Kima worried when Juma began to date. She noticed how many women were drawn to his success, not his character. One day, Juma introduced her to Zara, a stunning woman who seemed perfect on the surface. "She's amazing, Mama," he said, his eyes shining with excitement. Kima smiled, but unease crept into her heart. She could sense that Zara's interest was more in Juma's wealth than in him as a person. Kima's protective instincts kicked in. "Let me see how she truly treats those around her," she proposed to Juma. Reluctantly, he agreed, allowing Kima to take on the role of a servant in their home. As Kima served, she closely observed Zara's behavior. To her dismay, Zara treated her with disdain, often barking orders and showing little respect. Kima's heart sank as she realized that Zara was not the right match for Juma. Her motherly instincts screamed that she needed to protect her son from someone who lacked kindness and humility. One evening, Kima overheard Zara on the phone, plotting with a friend about how to secure Juma's wealth through deceitful means. Heart racing, Kima recorded the conversation, her hands shaking as she captured Zara's true intentions. When confronted, Zara's facade crumbled. "You don't understand. I need him," she shouted, her greed revealing itself. Juma's disappointment was palpable as Kima showed him the video. It was a painful moment, but Kima knew she had protected her son from a dangerous woman. With Zara gone, Juma turned to Kima, gratitude shining in his eyes. With Zara out of their lives, Juma began to heal. He started to seek genuine connections, and Kima encouraged him to look for love among those who showed kindness. It was during this time that Juma met Amina, a warm-hearted woman who had a spirit that matched his own. As their relationship blossomed, Kima saw the change in her son. Amina treated everyone with respect, and her kindness resonated with Juma. Kima felt a renewed sense of hope, believing that this time, Juma had found someone who loved him for who he was, not for his wealth. As Juma and Amina's relationship deepened, Kima took the opportunity to get to know Amina better. She invited her over for tea, eager to see if Amina's character matched her son's admiration. During their conversation, Kima noticed Amina's humility and sincerity. Amina spoke passionately about her dreams and aspirations, showing a genuine interest in Kima's life as well. Kima felt an instant connection and warmth toward her. "You have a good heart, Amina," Kima said, smiling. The two women bonded over their shared values, and Kima felt confident that Amina was the right partner for Juma. Months passed, and Juma finally decided to propose to Amina. He planned a beautiful evening under the stars, hoping to make it memorable. As he knelt before her, holding a simple but elegant ring, Amina's eyes filled with tears of joy. "Will you marry me?" Juma asked, his heart racing. Amina, overwhelmed by emotion, nodded enthusiastically. "Yes, 1,000 times yes," they embraced, and Kima watched from a distance, tears of joy streaming down her face. She knew that her son had found true love, one built on respect, kindness, and mutual support. The wedding day arrived, filled with laughter, love, and celebration in the village of Nuru. Kima watched as her son and Amina exchanged vows, feeling an overwhelming sense of pride. The journey had not been easy, but every challenge had shaped them into who they were. As the couple shared their first kiss, Kima knew that they were starting a new chapter together, one that promised happiness and fulfillment. Surrounded by friends and family, Kima felt a deep sense of peace, knowing that love, resilience, and the bonds of family would always prevail. Her heart swelled with joy for the future they would build together.